Hello everyone, welcome to IELTS Juice. Let's start assessing a report today. Task 1 for academic module. So there's a question. First it says the charts, so it's more than one. The charts below give information about attendance at entertainment venues and admission prices to those venues in 2009. All right, and the second line is always the same structure. Looking at the visuals, this time plural, so we have two visuals. Yes, we have one horizontal bar chart and the other one is a table. That's very good. So the first one, attendance at entertainment venues in 2009 and number of admissions in thousands. So this is 200,000 people who admitted in these three categories. We have sports, theme parks, and cinemas on the y-axis. And then again, same year, 2009, admission price, one ticket or family ticket, that means 4 people, and there are 7 events from different football games to cinema, and then there are different price range, there are different prices, or I can see a range here. And of course, same thing, but now for 4 people. One thing about tables, guys, is that tables give us very detailed information, exact numbers, and that is important. That's number one. But at the same time, the way you maneuver or move around in a table is completely yours to decide. So it's very easy to say, yes, let's just start from the bottom row and then make our way to the top. Or no, let's just first focus on the first column and then compare it to the second column, and from there we pick some bits of information and then we make the comparison to get a higher score. Obviously you need to compare data, so tables are very good, and they usually come with another visual, like in this case. They can come alone, but they usually accompany another visual because of this variety that you can write and you can compare, and it's basically your decision to decide which data pair needs to be included in your report. So let's start the report now and analyze it together. The bar chart given illustrates the number of visitors of various entertaining places in thousands, and the table, correct use of comma here with and the table provides the data about the ticket, That's better. We don't need this first there. But the ticket prices for individuals and families. Both charts represent information in 2009. That would be a better preposition here. Overall, cinema was the most popular entertainment category, more than 1 million visitors, plural, during the period. That's correct. With the cheapest admission price, $15 for individuals and $55 for families with 4 members. Okay. Look, guys, I need to explain a little bit about this parentheses. I mean this pair of parentheses. So we're talking about the introduction here. So this is our first paragraph. We're introducing what to expect. So far, I understood that there are going to be 2 visuals. There is a bar chart. There is also another table. Both happened in 2009, so I'm going to use past simple tense for the majority of my sentences. And then I realized that the categories given are in thousands, and then there are like there are family and individual categories in the table. That is already enough information for the introduction. We normally we shouldn't say numbers or details in the introduction, because this is not the place that you just delve in and come up with digits and numbers. Those are for the following paragraph or paragraphs. Maybe you want to write two paragraphs for your visual, one paragraph per visual. So you include the details in every paragraph, a body paragraph. Introduction is just for the reader to have this structure and framework of how the data is presented. Again, I'm going to repeat this. Introduction is for the reader to have this mindset, to have this picture in his or her head, how the data is going to be arranged. So there are two visuals, one bar chart, one pie chart, one table. The table has two columns, this and that, and the bar chart has three categories, and the x-axis is in thousands. And both happened in 2009. That is excellent for an introduction, and that's enough. In this case, you see the information, but it came in a pair of parentheses. That is still fine. I wouldn't recommend it, but that's not wrong. The only, maybe not an even issue, but something to improve would be to include this in the following body paragraph, because as I can see, this is a rather slim paragraph, so there isn't much to offer here. I know this information goes to the table. At the end of this video, I'm going to tell you how maybe we could approach this task a little better. Guys, there's no right or wrong. We're talking about millions of methods that you can address, and you can start your writing or you can approach it. Let's move on. Looking at the bar chart, okay, that's the first visual. Theme parks were the second most demanded attraction in 2009. So because we already mentioned cinemas, we're going to focus on the second most demanded attraction. And the number of tickets, I mean tickets, not thickets, sold, beautiful use of advanced grammatical structure called reduced relative clause, accounted for, I need a preposition here, for more than 300,000. I wouldn't use semicolon here. I need a comma before while. And in some instances, you don't need even that comma. You just carry on with the sentence. While sports events, when you are creating a compound noun with sport, it comes with S. So you might say sports event, not sport and then event. So it becomes sports event, sports equipment. So the word is sports, and then you add another noun. So sports events generated only about 170,000 admissions. I wouldn't use the word generated for admissions, because these are people. And this is also one sign for the assessor. When an assessor sees this, instantly they realize that the information is being reported in a rather mechanical way. They are not going to label it as mechanical. That's a different category. But when you just think people can be generated like electricity, and technically it's correct because you're generating numbers, but those numbers are people, you realize that the report doesn't have enough depth. This means the score will not exceed 7, will stay at 7 or maybe a little below that. These are things that they really pay attention to. According to the table, admission price for a single visitor varied from $15 to $75, and the football games were the most expensive activities. I like that that topic sentence. So this is the first sentence of your paragraph. The use of comma and also this connector or a discourse marker is correct. I now know that this paragraph is going to be about the admission price. And here are the ranges. So it's not more than this, and it is less than this. So, or did I say it correctly? Oh, it's not less than this, and it's not more than that. So yeah, there's a range here. It needs to be mentioned that all the family tickets offer it is to be mentioned that all the family tickets offers all the family ticket offers, that's a noun, not a verb, contained the discount on average. Which discount? This is not correct referencing. This is the first time I'm introduced to any sort of discount. We don't have that information in the visual. Let's scroll up and see if there is any mention of any discount here. Okay. Now I understand. There are 4 people, so if you multiply 75 by 4, you get 300, but they're asking for 298, so just $2 as a discount. The information is not there. Now, another important thing about this report, guys, I am still waiting. I have the layout. I know there's a table, but I'm still waiting for somebody to fill in the cells in the table, the rows and the columns. Now I'm suddenly presented with a new concept, which is to calculate the discount. I don't know. How would you feel if you uh, go to a cinema and there are different movies with different prices, and nobody is going to introduce the movies and the prices, and they just come at you and say, yeah, I think you need to watch movie A because it has 40% discount. I mean, really, would you take that? I mean, it can be whatever movie. I don't have any information. It's just somebody is telling me that it has 40%. Are we really going to watch that? I wouldn't. So uh, I have an issue with the information presented here. And the mind map that I was supposed to create based on this report is now a little bit confused. That one is for the task achievement column. There's another issue. We have the discount, which is referring me to something that I already know, which I don't know. I am about to listen to it or get information by the report. And this is not correct referencing. And that means in your coherence and cohesion, you also lose marks. So this single, you see, these two innocent words can damage your report this much. 2 columns, and you may already get 2 sixes because of that. All right, enough bad news. Let's move on. But the theme parks had the I love this past simple format, and it's consistent. Had the best value proposition for family groups, about 25%. This way to write percent is also fine. About 25% discount on $70 tickets, on a $70 ticket or on $70 tickets. There's either a missing S or a missing indefinite article A. The second most beneficial family discount had cricket games. The second most beneficial family discount. This is a little weird. It's a bit weird. Okay, I mean, like the second most beneficial. We don't have that information directly. It's been analyzed, and it's been analyzed while we still do not have the raw data in the report. At the same time, cricket was the cheapest sports category. That's the correct use of sport with another noun, sports category, followed by basketball. And the admission prices were $24 and $34 respectively. That's good. As I mentioned above, football tickets were the most pricey. If you look it up in a dictionary, in a reputable dictionary, you will see that we say in the dictionary says priciest. I technically understand the most pricey if you say it in an English-speaking country, your audience will understand it as well. If you Google it, you will find instances of the most pricey. But the fact is, IELTS doesn't operate like that. IELTS is a standard test, and the standard comes from the corpus of reputable dictionaries. In simple words, if you can see the most pricey on a in a reputable dictionary or published on any of these dictionaries' websites, then okay, that will be fine. You will not be penalized. But if it's not there, or it's not yet there, and we go and sit the IELTS test, then the examiner can penalize you. This is an important thing to remember and to be careful about. Anyway, as we talked, 2 sixes because the organization, the information was there, but not all of it was covered appropriately. We had referencing issues and sentences connecting with each other issues. And vocabulary, we also saw some instances of errors, but the errors did not affect my understanding. Like the very last one, the most pricey, I understand it. It means the most expensive. But and it doesn't affect my understanding, but it is incorrect. Anyway, when you write your reports, essays, and letters, make sure that they do their jobs well, because they are your representatives. Have a lovely day.